Separating expectations from outcomes so that you try your hardest and you feel good no matter what happens. Welcome in, much love, Trev here. Something that I've learned a lot from Magic tournaments and something that also applies a lot to relationships, a little bit of mixing of subjects here on multiple channels. So I want to talk to you about that. If you're watching this from my Travis Wizard channel, you should check out my Travis Woo channel. A lot of my content is like this, audio. Throw it on when you're driving to work or you're going for your walk in the morning or whatever. If you're on my Travis Woo channel, whatever, welcome in. Much love, Trev. If you want to talk about this, help you guys do better when you set out to accomplish projects, when you put yourself out there and try to go for it, and when you're trying to manage a variety of relationships. I don't just mean romantic, I mean friends, I mean business, I mean employee, employer, and so on. If you practice this, it will help a lot. So let me talk about how I came to this idea a little bit. So Magic tournaments, traveled to many of these, and you're always trying to get a certain record. There's a chance of winning and getting a bunch of cash and qualifying and flying to other events. And also, once you become a pro level, you need a certain number of points. So you start flying to events, not for the cash, but just for a finish so that you can get the points, so that you can continue. When I was younger, I did not do a very good job of separating my expectations from my goals and my hopes and my dreams. So I would expect to win. And when I didn't win, and things were below expectation, I would have emotional problems. I'd have crashes. One of my first pro tours, I started the day 7-1. After day 1, I was expecting to make money, expecting to top it, expecting to do well tomorrow. And in the second day, I was 2-5 going into the last round, playing for cash, and lost that round. Went from the top of the pack to falling out of making anything. And that was pretty devastating because I was really high hopes. I thought this was my chance. And then it didn't happen. So, and we're going to tie this back into relationships as well. But what I learned was, I need to have a different expectation. My expectation should be for my own conduct. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to continue even if I fail. I'm going to persist. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to treat my opponents with respect along the way, right? Those are expectations that I can control. If I don't reach those expectations, I should be mad too. Those are things that I should be able to do. My goals are going to be, I'm going to build something awesome. I'm going to have fun along the way. My goal is to top it, win the event. My goal is to be a winner and qualify. And my hope beyond that, because I'm separating this as well from my goal, my hope is that I made a difference. My hope is that what I did was worth it for others, right? I don't expect that to make a difference, that what I did was helpful for others. I don't expect that I'm going to win and that I'm going to do very well. I only expect that I'm going to try hard. I have a goal, and here's the thing as well, like when you do this, it's not that you necessarily have low expectations. Oh, you do. I think it's good to set low expectations, and one of the ways I practice this in Magic tournaments, I usually try to schedule something fun I can do on the last day of competition or the second day. If I scrub out, I'm going to go on a hike. It's a new place. I'm going to go explore with someone else who lost out. I'm going to go meet up with an old friend who's in the area. So I'm setting low expectations and I'm setting myself an emotional backup plan, something else I can do. However, it's possible to have low expectations and a very, very high possibility of what can happen. Right? My goals are very high. I want to be the best. I want to perform. I want to help build something awesome, right? My hopes, I want to make a huge difference. I want to make an impact. I want to leave a legacy behind me, right? But the key is separating. So you have very high possibility of what's possible, but very low expectation of what will happen to you from the outside. You can have high expectations of your own conduct. Expectations for conduct, goals for outcome, hopes for impact, okay? So once I learned that from Magic, started to bleed over into my relationships, right? So back before I learned this, there's expectations of what I'm going to get, expectations of how I'm going to be treated, expectations of what this will lead to, right? And that's not necessarily healthy because, for one, people are doing their own thing, and you don't always get what you want, and then I'm going to be mad about it. That's not a very good strategy. That doesn't make you very pleasant to be around or be in a relationship with, right? However, applying the magic stuff back to this, right? Separating my expectations in my relationships is that I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to be grateful for everything. I'm going to treat everyone with respect, right? I should be able to do that. I don't have an expectation of being treated with respect. I don't have an expectation of being loved. I don't have an expectation that other people are grateful for me. I can't control that. I want to have more control over my expectations. For me, things that I can do, right? My goals are that it's awesome and build something awesome and that it's worth it and good things come out of it, right? And that a very high possibility of what could happen, right? But I don't expect that. And then I hope to make a difference, and with that, I hope that I'm loved, and I hope that I'm respected, and I hope that people are grateful for me and what I've done. But that's just a hope. That's not an expectation. So what ends up happening when you apply these are, you come from a more place of humility and gratitude and hard work and just trying to make a difference. And it's not a big deal when you fail. You just pick yourself up again. It's not a big deal when you don't get what you want because you didn't expect it anyways. You just keep going. But since you have a high goal possibility and you work towards it, sometimes you're just blown away by what happens, what you accomplish, what comes together, what's possible, what gets done. Because you saw it was possible and you aimed for it. Didn't expect it, but saw it was possible and aimed for it. And then, sometimes as well, you get this external validation of making a difference and people being grateful for you and people loving you and thanking you and this. But again, if you don't get that, I didn't expect it anyway. I hoped for it, but at the end of the day, I have myself. I hold myself to high standards of conduct. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to get back up when I fall. I'm going to be grateful and treat people with respect. Very simple. So I wanted to share that with you. And when I do these videos, there's always an important exercise. I want you to be able to apply it. It's not just about me. Think to yourself. Think about, are you differentiating between your goals and your expectations, your goals, and your outcomes? Your expectations, your goals, and your hopes. Are you differentiating them? You should be specific and split them up. And you can write it down for various things that you're doing. Magic tournaments, if you're doing that. You can do that for your work, do it for your relationships. And just be clear. Try to make your expectations more about your own conduct, things that you can control. What do you expect from yourself? What standards do you hold from yourself? Try to make your goals about things that can be built and be done and accomplished individually or with others. What do you want? What do you want? Projects do you want completed? What dreams do you want fulfilled? What goals do you want to achieve, right? What outcomes do you want to happen? And if you don't aim high with outcomes, it's a lot harder to get there, right? And then you have your hopes. How do you want to be treated by other people? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be seen? What difference do you want to make? What impact do you want to make? What legacy do you want to leave? What do you want people to say at your funeral? Or how do you want people to treat you along the way, right? And be specific and separate them. Put them on different pieces of paper. So, hope you find that useful. You can share in the comments down below what you think. Appreciate you. Much love. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. And speak soon. Peace.